All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Houston Gunners. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
We go, set, 50, plant. 59, mark the 59. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Off play action. Hamilton. Oh, he's going to air it outright. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Raider 2. X3. 218. Chop.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Carr. And he's got Fuller. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Las Vegas.
Down. 180. Check the out. Check me out. Express. Do. Express.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And touchdown! Hunter Renfrow, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Check 15. Check 2-jet bomber. 2-jet bomber. Hey, Charlie. Wide. Get wide. Let's go. Hit it.
Looking to throw on second down. Hamilton. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Lucky. White. I'm scared.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Watch tight ends right. Watch tight ends right.
On first down, it's Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those... Scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Come on,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Rush in. Hey, 80 weapons. Check 24. Hey, check 20. Let's go.
Now it's Carson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Hamilton. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a game of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and a yard, Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's put that team on the clock. Recon, 152 fighter. There we go, 37's the mic.
Now Carr. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Safety's creeping.
From midfield, here's Carr. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the ball. Hey, Delta. Go.
To throw on third down, Hamilton. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. On first down, it's Jacobs, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Carson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
3rd and 14.
Here we go. 8 read. 55. Watch the slats. Watch the slat. Mark 55. Hey, Haywood. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, check right, check right. Watch it. Hey, rock it. Rock, shoot.
From the gun, Hamilton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Here's Jacobs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Right back to him on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Raiders pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Back to throw. Hamilton. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Operating from the gun. Hamilton. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 3. And it's caught. Beckham. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They run it with Carson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Hamilton. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
10-2 stop. Rock it. 6 guys.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds Beckham, complete. The 13 yards that time of the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. John Ross. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. From the gun, Hamilton. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Gets fielded in the end zone. Oh, good move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Switch.
Shotgun now for Carr. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
General West. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Express. Raider 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Carr going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cole. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Down. 185. Kill.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They come out here in the I. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. Snap.
They run again with Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
70, Indy. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Check, 59, 59. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Mike,
on first down, Hamilton. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, Echo. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. And watch that. And watch the ball. Let's go.
Back to the air on second down. Hamilton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Hamilton. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Alert 3, alert. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. Kill. Greystone, travel. Hey, Zoo! They're running it. Mike 55, Mike 55.
To throw again. Hamilton. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
Gain of 15 yards. That's another first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Man out. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Hamilton. Open man is Ross, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 59, Mike. Go out. 59, Mike to 59. Watch.
2nd and 6. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Hey, exit. Mike, check. 59. Rabbit. Go. Be crippled.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hamilton. He finds his target, Beckham. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
40. What now? Ready? His team showed up. Double time. Hey, 4 down.
Jacobs now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Yeah, let's get sacked.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check, 59. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, orbit. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Hamilton. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Mike, check. 59. Hey, Delta. Mike's 5'9". Watch the run. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
On 3rd down, Hamilton. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Slam. Hey, Haywood. Now.
From the gun, Hamilton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's back to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Back to throw, Carr. The open man here, Renfro. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Now Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
What now? Ready?
To throw is Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
At the 47-yard line.
Down. 185.
Carr to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
We
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, stand off. Buzz.
To throw from his end zone. Hamilton caught left side. It's Beckham. And they work this out past the 25. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. 27 yards there, a first down.
Set. 8 read. Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Hamilton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it with Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Down. 180.
40 the mark. In your face.
Watch twist. Down. Topper.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And one day, down. 280.
What's tight end?
First throw of overtime for Carr. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Cole. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Under, Silent. 64. Weak.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Down. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. Go Chief.
On play action, now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all time. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there in overtime. 59 yards.
First and 10 at the
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Hamilton. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 2. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch the screen. Check 24. Check 24.
Protein spill.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Got a man open. It's Ross. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the home team here, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, flash. I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the